Hello, Fakecast here, episode 29 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XII. In the last episode, we made it to we went through the Osman Plain and made it to the Jahara, the land of the Garif. So, what do we have here? We have a Cartographer's Guild. Yeah, we'll buy a map of... Oh, I don't have enough gil. I'll buy a map of the Jahara. Yeah, we'll come back and buy a map of those one Plain when possible. I mean, I don't really need to. I can just go through and discover all of it myself if I wanted to and save a little bit of money. Who are you? This is Garif land, no place for human children to play at games. They are wayfarers. They bring no harm. I saw them cross the Osman Plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plains trouble them not at all. You ventured upon the plains alone, War Chief? Again? No. I just happened to see them from my house. What business have you with the Garif? Let them pass. The responsibility will be mine. If this is your wish, War Chief, then you may pass. These days see many humans wandering through our lands. Screw you guys, I'm going through now. I have not made introductions. I am Supinelu, War Chief of this village. We Garif have been friends to all since long ago. However, lately the human world is in much turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. As War Chief and protector of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I see. So you too have come to ask about the Nethicite. You must speak with the elders. Though our masks may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes, listen with your ears. So we just need to find the leader, which I know exactly who he is. But first, let's stop at this item store. And this guy actually has everything that we need. Well, we can buy like everything from him. Well, not everything, but... Well, let's sell him what we have here. Get a little extra money on us. I should be getting some new bizarre goods too, because we got some new items from killing the people in those one plains, so hopefully that helps. And new bizarre goods. Golden garb. So yeah, we can buy a golden armor set, which is awesome. But I'm not going to just yet. What does he have here? A dagger called the Gladius, which I could buy. Olgarin. So yes, I have that. Or I have elfin bow. No new bows here or guns. So I could buy 3 of those. Well, I can only afford 1. So I guess the one that I will buy, well, what else do we have here? Got the winged helm, which is good. Chainmail is good. Golden shield, It's actually cheaper to buy this from the bazaar too, surprisingly. You save like over 2,000 gil by doing that. What else can we buy here? He also has 3 techniques that we don't have. I'll actually just go ahead and buy the Lohengrin for Vaughn for now, and then he tells us about Minecraft, okay. Let's talk to some people here. Yeah. Okay, don't care. Alright, so yeah, he tells us about a strange creature found in the Zernian caverns, but we'll go check that out later. Where else shall we go? Alright. And here's the guy we need to talk to. Oh, what is this? More humans come to visit us. A little bigger this time, but no matter. You need not tell me anything. I know you have come to our village to learn of the stones, the Nethicite. We Garif have knowledge of this, passed down from father to son, mother to daughter. Some of it remains, some has been lost in history's sands. I know nothing of the stones. Well, you're no help. You must speak to the great chief. He alone holds the deep knowledge of these things. He alone remembers all the tellings. Cross the bridge to the north, and there you will find him. There are watchers at the bridge, so I think it best to speak with War Chief Supinelu. May I ask of you a favor? Give this to War Chief Supinelu for me. A Jaya stick. There's no rush. When you next happen to meet him, you may give it to him then. May you find all the answers you seek. So, we'll go find War Chief Supinelu wherever he may be. And there he is. That which you carry, is it a Jaya stick? The High Chief has given this to me. I shall receive it. I thank you for bringing it to me. Now, did you learn what you wished? No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face, so even the High Chief could not help. Then, you must meet with the Great Chief. I want to meet with him. Yes, it is true, the Great Chief may know something that would aid you. Yet, arranging an audience may be quite difficult. I must learn more about the Nethicite. I cannot turn back now. Please, tell your Great Chief that I am of the royal line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of Dynast King Wraithwall. If the Garif have passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know of the Nethicite that Dynast King once held. Do you have proof of your heritage? I do not. I have looked into your eyes. and seeing that you speak the truth, human child, I give you my trust. The great chief is ahead. Cross this bridge. Alright, and let's go through here, speak with the great chief of the Garif tribe. The great chief is ahead. Will you meet with him? Yes, I will meet with the great chief. Why do they have to have so many freaking checkpoints? Worse than trying to meet the president. And there he is, the great chief of the Garif tribe.
This nethicite, you have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone, then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it. So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa?
What in the world was Larsa doing here? That was a little unexpected.
To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omasace. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the king's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Jagd Remuda. Once we're in Jagd, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Jagd right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Jagd. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Alright, so we have Larsa in the party as a guest, and we are now on our way to Mount Bur Omises. So, I'll wait for this little bit of cutscene to go through. So, you will leave? Yes. Take this as a token of our party. A bowgun and a quiver of onion bolts. Yeah. If you would ride a chocobo, you may. I have spoken with the Moogle. She will not charge you for your first use of the chocobos. Take care on the road ahead. Should it lead back to our land, you are welcome guests. Spirits of the land watch over you. Alright. So, if we go to the Osborne Plain here... Okay, so, never mind. Let's check out the world map, see where Mount Bur Omises is. Which Mount Bur Omises is actually all the way over here. So, we have traveled from the Jahara all the way over to here. Sweet. Not really. Alright, so we will actually head off on that journey in our next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XII. So I will see you guys later.